Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies, and we have some new updates around Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League, which will be coming to HBO Max in the near future, and there's some really exciting stuff that kind of just been confirmed by Zack Snyder himself, changing up the expectation and how the release of Justice League will actually end up playing out, which is significantly different than what was initially anticipated, and we think that is really cool. And real quick, we wanted to give a huge shout out to our Instagram page, so we'd really appreciate if you guys headed over to our Instagram, scrolled through some of our posts, maybe hit the like button and followed us over there. We do a lot of really interesting content if you love comic books, the MCU, DCEU, whatever it is. If you just like movies, it's a really cool page. We've been working really hard on it, and it would mean the world to us if you went over and checked it out as well. So we got news today, actually, that Zack Snyder confirmed on Twitter that the release of his version of the Justice League would be released on HBO Max as a one-shot, meaning, and finally, discrediting the rumors and speculation for a long time that this would be released as a 4-part miniseries on HBO Max, and instead it's going to be released as one 4-hour plus long movie for fans to enjoy. This is really interesting. It's very likely that the rumors suggesting it would be a 4-part miniseries were at one point a very serious plan that was being considered for how they were going to release this with Warner Brothers and HBO Max, but instead it looks like for this release, they're going to go ahead and release it as one singular movie, which is definitely the preferred way for this to end up releasing, especially considering that from the beginning, when the push from fans to see this release even started, the intention was to see what the original goals of this film would have been like, and what the extended cut would have been, especially if it was Zack Snyder's extended cut. And of course, we got a ton of things better afterwards with Warner Brothers and HBO Max putting a bunch of money into this, allowing for things to really be finalized and fleshed out to base it off of the original vision and not just what would have been put together by Snyder. And it is really exciting to see that we're going to see a 4-hour movie released, which is significantly longer than anything else we've seen like this when it comes to extended cuts or director's cuts in the superhero genre. Now, another really interesting point though is things have kind of been pivoting at DC for a while. There was a lot of speculation as to whether or not this would serve as a reboot for the DCEU and kind of pick and choose certain stories to continue on, but it does look like for the most part that there won't be any direct continuations after this movie involving Zack Snyder himself. In an interview, he even said that there's fans who have so much faith in this project and he thinks that that's amazing, though he doesn't necessarily see himself being involved in any type of projects in the future, but he says he didn't think he'd be here, so who knows? Kind of leaving it ambiguous just in case maybe Warner Brothers steps up and asks him to jump back on.
It is my hope one day to still, I think it's possible to make Dark Knight Returns into an actual motion picture, and that would be a thing that I'd be interested in doing in the future at some point. I don't know when. Yeah.
Now, we also know there were a lot of reshots done and some shots that weren't in the movie that are going to be used as well. And we even know that last year, Jared Leto did film some scenes for this movie. It looks like there was at least 2 scenes that were shot sometime last year that likely will appear in this upcoming film, which in a way kind of keeps his character alive in the background of the DCEU a little bit longer. And it'll be interesting to see how that character gets played out, because from the only scenes we've seen of Jared Leto's Joker, it's been pretty limited to the heavily modified version of Suicide Squad. So we are curious to see if it's significantly better in the Snyder Cut, which will be interesting when this finally releases. So we did want to turn this around to you guys. What do you think of the Justice League coming out as a 4-hour long movie rather than being released as 4 individual episodes? Do you prefer this release system, or would you have liked it to be on a more weekly basis, or just have the 4 episodes there on day 1 rather than one long movie? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every single day of the week. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi everybody.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi. See you guys.